Testing. Alrighty, we are starting the stream. It's been a while. I wanted to stream earlier, but I got sick, so we're streaming literally like a day before the month ends. Cutting it a little close, but I'm keeping my word, technically. Technically, I'm keeping my word. Alright. In today's stream, we are just going to basically be working on some story ideas I've had for basically ages. Well, I say ages, not really ages, but like I've had the idea and I've thought about it, but I haven't really written anything down aside from this. This is mech bracelets. Mechanical bracelets. The name is obviously a work in progress. I'm switching it to tech bracelets. I don't know. I feel like if I get more of a feel for what the series is going to be about, I'd come up with a better name. Until then, it's just tech bracelets. Because they're tech-savvy bracelets. So we have our three main characters, Ella, Gabe, and Gilbert. And I'm gonna like detail their characters because I need them all to like balance out. So Ella was supposed to be like a popular girl, but like a mean popular girl. Like she's popular and she's like arrogant about it. And then her only flaw, well, aside from being like a meanie, is that she feels inferior to her sister. But that doesn't work out. I mean, it does work out. I can totally see that, but I wouldn't see why she would continue, quote unquote, crime fighting, being the mean girl that she is. So I thought about going the nice girl route, which also works, but since I haven't thought about it as much, I don't know if I'm like feeling it, but I have to give it a chance. So Elena is now a nice girl. We changed from mean girl, mean popular girl, sassy popular girl, whatever. We've changed from that to nice girl. So she's super nice. I don't know how nice she is. Like, is she kind but stands up for herself? Well, I mean, I guess we can go that route. When I think nice girl, like, no offense to you nice ladies out there, but I think like pushover nice girl, like supporting character nice girl. You know, there are obviously like kind people who are strong as well, but you know, when I think nice girl, I think like needs to be protected by someone. Nice girl, they can't defend themselves. And if we have, well, I mean, with that's fine, but I feel like that type of nice girl shouldn't be crime fighting. I mean, I'm sure she'd get used to it, but I don't know. Elena is the one. Elena. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, Elena, whichever. It doesn't matter the spelling. They know what I mean. I'm not. Like I said in my last live stream. I'm probably not even gonna like turn this into anything. It's probably just gonna be a story or maybe script form. No, it's probably just gonna be a story. If I could have it my way, if I was like good at everything, I'd probably have it be a cartoon, like something I'd post like something that gets aired on Nickelodeon. But obviously that's not gonna happen because one, I'm not good, and two, Nickelodeon is way out of my reach. I need to get famous first. And even if I do get famous, I'm sure there's some technicalities I have to get past. But yeah, so I grew up on Nickelodeon, so that's probably the only reason why I say I'd put it on Nickelodeon. But whatever. Point is, it's not happening. Oh, man, Elena. So we're struggling with Elena, so let's skip to Gilbert. Gilbert is supposed to be your comic relief, and I was just gonna leave him like that. Like he's perfect. Well, he's not perfect. He's a bit of a goofball, but he has no issues with his life. He's rich, not like real rich, but like rich. And no, like he's not. I'm changing his character, but he was supposed to be rich, all fun and happy and rich, and a bit of a goofball. But I'm realizing two things. One that's really similar to Fred from Big Hero 6, rich, happy as can be, even though he's rich and his parents aren't home. So I changed it to being rich to, middle class. So I'm not going to put middle class, you just average money, like the rest of the other two. And his issue is that his parents are never home. So he's basically being neglected. They're just throwing money at him and like be like, good luck, honey. Okay, maybe not like that, but they are, never there. They love him and whatnot, as most parents do, but they're just never in his life. Parents never home. And he hides his parents never being home behind the mask of comic relief, some people, I'm not saying all of people, they act out for attention, so he's like a goofball for attention because his parents didn't provide it for him. Parents never home, that's his issue. This guy is like, I feel like I'm going to divide it like that. Each person has their issue. Gilbert has issue, and then like Gabe, I don't know if I'm feeling that name, I gotta say. So Gabe is just a loser. That's his issue. Sorry, Gabe. Not as well thought. Maybe you're the comic relief because it's just so relatable. And then that's that. Parents aren't for home, and he is the comic relief. I'm wondering what age they should be. I'm feeling like adults, but not like too adult. Cause like, then why would they be crime fighting? They know their rights. They call the police. Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but yeah, I'm sorry. I just young adults, maybe. Wait, maybe. What about young adults? But then the issue thing. Yeah, being a loner just does not happen when you're an adult. You don't care when you're an adult. It doesn't happen. Parents never home. If you're an adult, of course they're never home. And then feeling inferior to your sister. That would still work, but like chances are, if you are an adult, her sister is older than her, so she'd definitely be adult. She'd probably be like out of the way. She wouldn't be constantly being like, oh man, I feel worse than my sister. She's not even in the house. So adults is out of the picture. Now middle school. And that seems a little too dangerous. I don't know. Middle school seems a bit much because like, again, parents never home. If you're in middle school, I don't think you could do that. So definitely high schoolers, okay? So this is taking place when they're in high school. So high school is obviously going to be like in a modern day thing. Well, obviously because it's tech bracelets. Well, actually it's not as obvious because it could be like a tech crazy, like a futuristic setting. But no, I'm going like modern and they just have some weird technology. Modern time, high school, modern time. Now, do I want to go like crazy? Another thing we have to discuss is the villains. The villains of tech bracelets. That name might stick and I'm worried it will. Oh well. Tech bracelets, the villains. Especially the first villain. Because I think I said, I might have not said, no, I definitely said, that the first meeting between the three is them chasing down some guy who hijacked a truck. On second thought, maybe it doesn't have to be a villain yet. You escaped this time. I escaped this time. It doesn't have to be a villain this time. But next time, I need to come up with a villain. I wonder who would be the first villain. Okay, obviously this technology is like really, really powerful. Obviously. Which is kind of dumb of the professor since he like lost it. Very like odd of him to like lose this important technology and have children, well I say children, teenagers just casually have it. Alright. So what villain would like to take his technology though? don't know. Maybe kids, like maybe someone like a high school bully notices the bracelet because we have our antisocial loser, so some bully comes along. Oh, okay, maybe not villain, but we have an obstacle. We have a bully who has a crush on Ella, and he tries to bully. So we have bully. He tries to take or bullies Gabe, or they take Gabe's bracelet. I don't know, whichever. He tries to bully Gabe. He just bully Gabe. Someone, I'm doing it. Someone bullies Gabe, and Elena defends him. But plot twist or not plot twist. The bully had a crush on Elena. So I don't know, story arc? No, villain arc. Someone bullies Gabe and Elena defends him. The bully had a crush on Elena, so that makes him bully him more? Or like, I don't know. How does one do this? I just villains, man. I never knew. Oh, but I there's a villain arc. There's a villain arc right there. But like, how do you go from there? Okay, so we have his motive why he's a villain. Because he can't take rejection, as you do, or jealousy. Point is, dude's villain. But how does he like stand a chance against mega bracelets? Not mega bracelets. Techno bracelets. Tech bracelets. I don't know. I'm going techno bracelets. I don't know, man. The name is always a work in progress. I'm thinking like he makes his own technology, but if he's a high schooler, there's no way. He just casually has... I'm thinking of a story idea. Maybe Elena and Gilbert are rich and Loner just got in with a scholarship. So all of the kids are rich. So that this bully person just asks his dad, yo, can you get me some money? Can I borrow some money so I can pay for this technology so I can beat this kid who stole my woman? But then it's just Gabe versus some guy. Like the team, it's not really a villain thing. They're not doing anything wrong. But that is an episode idea. I'd like to include that somewhere, anywhere. I'd try to find that like a filler episode. But like it can't be because I love it so much to just demote it to filler. Bro, this plot right here, I love it. Alright, okay, that's an episode. Alright, I'm supposed to be working on Loner over here. I'm sorry, Gabe, man. Okay, that's his issue. So they each have an issue. Feels inferior. Is it antisocial loner? Okay, antisocial implies like he can't communicate. Which, you know what? This is what Gabe. So we have Gabe. He's antisocial. No, at the moment he's a loner. Loser. He's a loser. Why is he a loser? Because people don't want to associate with him. Why don't they want to associate with him? They think he's a geek. He tried to change it, but in high school, once you've been viewed as a loser, it's pretty hard to shake off unless you go to different schools. First impression, man, those are everything. It's impossible to lose. Or so I think. I already did high school, but it definitely didn't feel like what the stuff I read in novels, man. High school was just meh, man. The most trouble I had was like giving attitude to the teachers. Don't do that, by the way. It's a terrible idea. Just do your homework in silence, or don't do your homework. Well, actually, if you don't do your homework, they're gonna come for you. But, well, I say come for you. They're just gonna like talk to your parents and whatnot. So, some teachers, obviously, it's like you fail. It's your own fault. Other teachers, for some reason, It's like you fail, okay, I'm gonna call your parents. Like, can't you just fail me and then move on? You know, like other teachers. But whatever. You know, don't fail. Don't. The education is important. This isn't my, disclaimer. School's important. No matter how much it feels like it's not, it is. You know. Pardon me. Alrighty. So we have parents never home. I wanna like. How do you like do this? So we obviously know she's a kind girl. Nice girl. Because of this, she's popular. So, I don't know. We have popular girl, everyone loves. So let's just say, I don't know, if I say popular, I think Mean Girls instantly. We have a, I don't know, man. We have a kind girl. And because of this, she is really popular around school, but no one knows. She always feels inferior to her sister. That's the issue. Okay, but the type of kind, now that's something we don't know. Okay, and you know what? We're just personality. She's kind. She's popular. Is that really it? Whatever. Okay, loser. We have loser. Okay. Alright, Gabe. We have the loser. His issue is that. Alrighty. Okay, Gabe is the loser. Why? Okay. New student who likes. I don't know if I should make him a geek though. Like, okay, there's geek. Was it nerd? And then there's a third one. Dork. I think, not dork. No, I'm just gonna be who's geek. And that's why he's an outcast. And that's why he's an out. Oh yeah, let's just change it from loser to just out. How you spell outcast? We don't talk about my spelling. Cast. Outcast. There you go. Alright. So we have student who's a geek. He's a new student. That's why he's a new student and he's a geek. Because the new student thing doesn't help that. Yeah, okay. Moving on, okay. Then we have Gilbert. He is the comic relief. He's also the school's goofball. So this whole school knows he's a funny guy. The school clown. Everyone knows he's the funny guy. You know, they might not be friends with him. I don't know if that counts as popular, but everyone knows that Gilbert's always laughing. I don't know. And there we go. That's what they are at school. Now, outside of school. Ooh, outside of school. Should they have jobs? I can't tell. Should they have jobs? Well, I guess that comes in with the age again. I want to do 18, but that's full-blown adult. And I feel like 18 is like almost graduating, and we don't want that. Or, I mean, I guess we can have that, but I don't know. 17? I'm just gonna go with like high school juniors. Okay, I'm gonna say they're juniors. And if you don't know what that means, that's like 11th grade in America. So I don't know what age group that is, because I'm gonna be honest, I forgot. Okay, so do they have jobs? Gilbert does not have job. Gabe, we're giving Gabe a job. Sorry, Gabe. Job. What's his job? Books. Comic book store? Comic book. No, that seems like Gilbert thing. It seems like a Gilbert thing. You know what? That's how Gabe and Gilbert like can bond. Okay, comic book store. So we already established that Gilbert is all for this hero thing. So he probably went to the comic book store where Gabe works to get some research in, some highly accurate research in, and then that they can like have a bonding episode or something, or a moment, or you know what I mean, whatever. Oh yeah, let's not forget the professor. We need a name for him. So the professor of techno bracelets, the techno bracelets that these teens are gonna get. Oh my gosh! Obviously, the professor is really clumsy. Also, we need a name. What's a good name for Professor? Professor. What? Professor. What's, I'm not good at naming things. I got these names from Name Generator, man. Jim. Professor Jim? No, that's just Jimmy Neutron. Professor Matt? Ethan? Scott? I don't know. It sounds too British. Professor Scott's. That's not even how you spell Scott, is it? Scott. Yeah. Well, for now it's Professor Scott. And we obviously know Professor Scott is clumsy. Clumsy. Irresponsible, but that just makes way for clumsy. Determined. Because he's gonna be determined to get these teens to be the beta tester of his techno bracelets, and then they fight crime. Honestly, why does he have the techno bracelets, honestly? Because he can't sell them. That's too dangerous to sell them. But maybe it's for himself? But then who's funding it? That makes no sense. This makes no sense. But if he does it for himself, you know what? I'm doing that. He does it for himself. That's why the bracelets don't typically overlaps. But then that doesn't make sense. Why does it have a communicator thing? Okay. Maybe he has an apprentice. Okay, yeah, let's go with that. He has an apprentice. That's why the bracelets have a communication thing. So that if he's in danger and he has the bracelet and there's something wrong with the bracelet, he can contact his apprentice who he gave a bracelet. Or he could just be doing it for himself and like for his family. Like, so he makes the bracelets, but only people close to him he will give the bracelets, but he has them. Or that was his future plan anyway. So backstory for the bracelets. Made the techno bracelets for close family or friend use only. And because he doesn't want to test the dangers of this bracelet on his family, he's like, you guys can beta test it. I mean, you already got it. Oh, maybe that's how he lost it. He just got the coordinates wrong. Yeah, or something like that. They made the techno bracelets only. He ends up losing it when trying to send it to apprentice and friend, because it's like friends as well. Sending it to loses it when trying to send it to his people. I don't know which people. I'll think about it later. but his people. That's how they got the bracelets. Now, why he can't disable it? Well, actually, he can disable it, but he's like, you know what? I've been thinking about it, and I think that you should test it out. I don't know why. I'll think about it. Well, no, I know why. He doesn't want to test it on his family, but, you know, I don't know why he finds these kids trustworthy. Oh, I know. It's because they had it for a while and, you know, didn't break it. But he doesn't know that they were. I need to think it. Leave me alone. Okay. So we'll get there when we get there. So we have sister, furry contacts, popular, nice. Okay, outcast, school is geek. His personality is he's not nervous. He's not nervous. He's pessimistic. Let's go pessimistic. Why not? And then we have Gilbert. He is class clown. You know, funny guy. Funny guy. He can get serious when needs be, but chances are he ain't gonna get serious. And then Professor Scott's personality is clumsy, determined. I like to say also pessimistic, but within reason, because, you know, adults have much more reason to be pessimistic than kids. Okay, like in TV shows, you know, I ain't saying if a kid's going through something, it's much less serious than if adults going through the same thing. I'm not saying that. I just feel like, you know, some children can exaggerate things. Obviously, adults can too, but in this context, he's pessimistic because, like, he doesn't fit into high school. But when you're an adult, you're gonna realize, like, who cares if you fit in as long as you get them bills paid and whatnot. So pessimistic. So pessimistic is the professor, and drama king is the Gabe. Gabe is dramatic, just a touch. And then villains. Why is it so hard to come up with villains? Because, like, maybe Professor Scott is part of, like, this organization trying to fight. Then what? I don't understand how you lose such an important bracelet. So let's say he's like the superhero. Okay, maybe not superhero, but, like, you know, part of a superhero organization. Then there's gonna be people trying to steal his technology. There are always people trying to steal the technology. I mean, you know what? Man, he made it for his family. Word got out, and now people are trying to steal the technology. Or it's like people saw the technology on the trio, like Gabe, Elena, and Gilbert. Like, they saw that and then decided, ooh, I want to steal that. That makes much more sense. They see it in act. But then why would they have it? Okay, I guess they'd have it active when they did the truck thing. Okay, villain. Okay, saw techno bracelet and wants to steal it for themselves. Okay, there's one villain. Okay, there has to be a villain that looks at the techno bracelets and then makes their own version of the techno bracelets to fight them. I need that villain. It's in every superhero show I watch. There's always going to be that one person, well, not person, but like team or something that's just the opposite of the original. In Powerpuff Girls, the Rowdy Rough Boys. In Ben 10, it's Kevin 11. In the reboot, not in the real one. Don't come at me, Ben 10 lovers, okay? And the reboot, I only watched the reboot, and I like that they're... So, like, my point is, I want there to be a villain. Just the opposite. So, we have techno bracelet. So, the opposite of a bracelet would be an ankle bracelet, I guess. Which is kind of odd thinking about it. But, or a necklace. Earring? I feel like ankle bracelet. Like, what do you call that? Whatever. I'll look it up later. So, I could just put opposite of techno bracelets, but we're going to do techno anklets. Anklets. I don't know. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but it is now, or it is in this one. In this story, we have techno anklets. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with techno anklets. Oh, so it could just be like a friendly competition instead. So we have Professor Scott. He talks about his technology with a close friend, and then this close friend is like really, really competitive, as professors do. And then they create the techno anklets, and he's like, my technology is better than your technology. And then he can like beg. Sorry, no, he's gonna beg because ain't nobody. They only trying to fight crime. That he can beg them. I beg you, fight the techno anklets. My honor's at stake here. I bet some money. I don't know. I'd watch that episode. I'd love that episode. Opposite of so just the techno anklets. And it's not even like it's just a rival. It's not even a villain. So we have this is what? We're gonna have this villain, bully, so like in school issues right here. So it doesn't even have to involve the techno braces. That could just be like a normal episode. I say normal episode, but excuse me. So like the bully likes Elena, so he's being a little bit of a stalker. Don't, as you do, don't be a stalker. But he'd obviously pay more attention to Elena than your average person. And he notices that Elena, Gabe, and I guess Gilbert sometimes, but he mostly see Gabe. They run off because they're gonna be fighting crime, so they run off together, and this makes Bully, who has a crush on Elena, mad. So he starts to bully Gabe because he's like a social outcast. So he's like, "You don't deserve the popular Elena. Stop and break up." Obviously, Elena does not need that, so he's like, "Okay, leave him alone. Like, stop." And that angers the bully even more. And then I don't know where to go from there. I just don't know. So then what happens after the defense? He gets really mad. I don't know, cause like the technical shows I watch, it tends to have. I say technical. The shows that I watched in this kind of format, like superhero format, it always involves emotions. So, Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja, he would obviously go monster. And then in Miraculous Ladybug, he would get akumatized. Because, stuff happens. But, I don't know. I don't know what to do from there. But I love the concept so much. I can't give it up. Maybe I don't know. What does one do when, like, the love of his, quote unquote, the love of his life, it's obviously not the love of his life, it's a crush. The love of his life has, quote unquote, dating the school loser. So he's mad. He's obviously mad. If he was gonna lose the quote unquote love of his life, he might as well lose it to a school quarterback, yes? But no, the social outcast, that's who I'm losing to, really pisses him off. So I don't know. I don't know, I feel like they should have like a brawl of some sort, but obviously he's gonna get crushed by the bracelet. Maybe I don't know. What? There's nothing I can do, but I love it so much. I don't want to let it go. Alright, fine. I'll move on. I'll be back for you. I'll be back. Someday. Somehow. You will make it into the cut. Even though this isn't even a cut. This is just a mess of ideas. There's nothing. This isn't going to happen. Nothing's going to happen, but I like my mess of ideas. It makes me feel more grounded. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Alright, we have Professor Scott. He's doing it for his family. And then we have the anklet. The Rivals, the Techno Inklets. I love the Techno Inklets already, but I need to flesh out. You know what? Okay, I wonder if I should stop. If I should stop all this and just get into writing. Okay, if I get into writing, one, we're gonna have to like decide how I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna write this in script form or in story mode. Excuse me, story mode or script form. Well, I do want it to be a cartoon, but we all know that's just not gonna happen. So it's just not gonna happen. So I wonder how do I do this? I just don't understand. I mean, I guess I could do both. Okay. Well, no, I'm just gonna go script form. And if I want to do it in story mode, I feel it might be easier to like make it into a script form into story mode than story mode into script mode. Yeah, in my opinion, that's it is. Cause my cringe writing, the Minecraft roleplays that I made, those are in script form, and as you can tell, I have multiple of them. So let's go with that. So we have our setting. It's gonna be in high school, modern time. Where does I want this? Well, like the first thing that you would see if this is a cartoon, it's not gonna be a cartoon, but like the first thing you would see is what? Is it the characters in their normal day, or is it? I feel like it should be the professor working on the professor working on the yep, definitely techno bracelets. Okay, that is definitely going to be the first scene. The professor is working on the techno bracelets. Shouts for Eureka. I wonder. So we're going to have the professor monologue, or if just like pictures speak louder than what, like a picture is 1,000 words or whatever the saying is. But obviously I can't draw, so man, I wonder. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it like that. Alright guys, I think we're on a roll. Not really. This doesn't look like too different from where it started, but we got ideas down. So that's it. We have the beginnings, the scripts. The professor is working on the techno bracelets, and that is going to be the start of the show. But that is going to be the end of the stream. What a joke irony. What a cliffhanger. Okay, it's not really cliffhanger. We're just getting started. But like irony, yeah, it's literally just irony. So that's gonna be the end of this stream. I hope you like it. We didn't really do much, but I was able to get all those ideas out, all my thoughts and opinions about my own story. But you know what I mean? Going back and forth, thinking this and that, and now I have a little bit more of a detailed imagination or idea, a more detailed idea about techno bracelets. The name is a work in progress. I refuse to let the final name be techno bracelets. We need a better name. Someone give me a name in the comments, please. I refuse to allow this to continue. It might continue, but it will never, ever be the final name. Alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll see you guys